Olivia, you have a minute?
Yeah, is everything all right?
It's a good time to get away.
How do you figure?
There's a lot going on here. You have no hot water.
What? Oh. I'm fine. Check on flights? Yeah. Services, what's the hearing? Why?
Notice health issues.
He has lung issues. I just have to watch his asthma.
They said they found some rib fractures.
They didn't find them. My doctor found them. Stemming from infancy.
Hey, Sergeant.
Not now. I just need a minute.
I'm sorry, but my cat is a rabbit hole. Okay, if I put a protein?
Yes. They shipped him around from foster home to foster home for months. And now they want to hold a hearing?
Olivia, you can't take that personally. Even though you reported the abuse, they have to follow up. I am still Noah's legal representative. For his sake, I just want you prepared for that hearing.
You got 3 matching MOs and you didn't test any of the kids.
Yeah.
You know how it is. $1,200 to test. You just can't afford that for every single rape claim.
Claim?
These girls want to take conversions. Prostitute, a junkie, a teenage mother. All out in the early morning hours, each insisting they were attacked in the middle of the street by a complete stranger.
So they either all came out with the same exact supply or you had the sister-in-law. Say, if you had the kids tested, or somebody not bought.
You know something, man? Since you live in New York, the hindsight's gone all the way up to 2020. Everything has a number, but nothing is ever where it's supposed to be. Have fun, you two. Enjoy your stay. See where you left.
You want to pick outside? Look at this one. Introducing Smirnoff Pink Lemonade. We mix the flavor of lemons and fresh berries with ultra sweet Smirnoff vodka. It's the pink you've been waiting for. Get your pink on with new Smirnoff Pink Lemonade.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this and don'ts for baby boomers from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book. And as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's annuity do's and don'ts for baby boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-564-0825. That's 800-564-0825. Guys, it's that time, and nothing's happening. Now there's Ford from Force Factor to rev your libido and maximize this force response. It's no wonder Force Factor is the #1 fastest growing mid-top brand in America. Rush to Walmart today and see top score.
Time to have everything you love. Time to have Hummin.
Last sports and Family Guy?
Everything I love, including me.
Every drama that I love is on Hulu.
Safe to use around people and pets. Buy and select Zero. Way smarter than bugs. Now at Walmart, Target, and Home Depot.
Attention agricultural workers and farm workers who've used weed killers such as paraquat or gramoxone. New research has linked weed killers containing paraquat and similar ingredients to Parkinson's disease. A scientific study now has proven that exposure to weed killers such as paraquat increases the risk of Parkinson's disease by 75%. Agricultural workers and farm workers have used weed killers such as paraquat, gramoxone, Firestorm, Parazone, Helmet Squad,
What up?
Quad, Criz Squad, or Cyclone may qualify. If you've worked as an agricultural worker or
Shit.
farm worker and have been told by a doctor that you might have Parkinson's disease, you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation without going to court. Call the Negligence Network right now if you or a loved one has been diagnosed with symptoms of Parkinson's disease after working as an agricultural worker or farm worker. You may be entitled to a cash award. Call now to see if you qualify for free. Call 1-800-700-5711. That's 1-800-700-5711.
I
So naturally, and I do appreciate that. No, it'd actually be really helpful is if you tested all of these questions. This is about a crime you reported back in 2000. What's this about? I told Atlanta PD everything when it happened. So I was making it up. Yeah. We believe it. We think this guy is a tax on the corner. You know, how do you know that? Here's a pattern.
New York.
He uses gloves, he chokes his victims and even homes.
I'm gonna get that hit. Do you know this one? Yes. Home first. Yeah. Just go over it, see if there's any details that maybe changed or yes, when I told him to
What, man?
What are you doing?
John.
Oh, yeah. Everybody left you hanging up here, huh?
They're probably asleep. Where you been?
Normally when you go live, I'm asleep already.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to go live until like 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I got my kid right now. I ain't been staying till no 5. I
Yeah.
just got up now and I was fucking hot and shit. So I took a shower to cool off. And then I took my medicine. I seen you was live. So I hopped up here for a minute.
Right on. Yeah, I was gonna do an early one tonight, and then Ant was on for a minute with Team Smoke, so I was like, that satisfied my urge for a while.
Yeah, my daughter goes home tomorrow, Friday. So
That's the end of summer?
no, but she's gonna go spend 4th of July with her mom.
Uh, right
And
on.
my dad he's having a major surgery on the 6th. So she's staying at her mom's because got that going on.
Yeah.
You know what the widowmaker of your heart is?
No.
No, well it's a major part of your heart, and my dad's gonna have a stent put in that area.
What's that, like the dividing wall or one of the valves?
I'm not sure. I just know it's the widowmaker of your heart. So Google widowmaker of your heart, and I'll show you what it is. And
I'll look it up. I'm only familiar with like the basic setup of the heart, the mechanics of it.
yeah, heart
Fascinating.
problems run deep in my family, bro. My dad has heart problems. My grandpa had heart. My mom, dad, he has heart problems. Like you know how I'm swelling up.
Yeah.
My grandpa would do the same thing, and they didn't know why he was swelling up either. His legs would get real huge and shit.
Should I get the neuropathy? My grandma had it, and my dad's brother had it, and a couple other people had it. And that's just the ones I know about.
Yeah,
Like it just hits them at different times. Like it hit my uncle probably in his 40s, and then he couldn't be a surgeon anymore because he couldn't hold his hand anymore, you know.
right.
So but he was at least a consultant, so he wasn't like destitute or anything from it. But
So I got a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if everybody's issues are all familial. Like that seems like it makes it more concrete, kind of, you know, like
Right,
versus being the only one in your family to have some issue pop up. Then it seems kind of weird.
right,
Like you said, diabetes, shit, I could probably think of at least 20 people in my family off the top of my head that have diabetes,
right.
cancer, any of the normal stuff. Oh, I can bend my finger again all the way.
Oh yeah.
Busted that bad boy yesterday. Shit hurt. It wasn't like it jammed or it dislocated. It just kind of rolled. And
What?
then,
You
yeah,
got
it swelled up,
open on
but I
my
could still move it. I thought I might have
cracking
busted the
open on my
person.
desk. And then I got an infection in my foot. My foot swelled up. It was hurting to walk and shit. So I had to go to the doctor get some antibiotics. I
You
already
ever
took what happened over the weekend. and I took my little brother, he gave me some of his antibiotics. He had 600 milligrams, and I took two of those. Well, I didn't take two at one time, but I took one and one,
Right.
and it started pulling the infection out of my fucking foot.
Have you ever looked into that ionic foot bath thing you always see advertised?
No, I can catch an infection easy, bro. If I'm
Well,
around you sick, I catching it.
no, like the basic idea of this thing, it's like a foot massage thing, like you would soak your feet in, but it's high alkaline water.
Right?
That's all it does. Is it just makes the water alkaline, so then it draws out impurities and kills anything.
I don't know what the fuck happened. I went and helped my mom move, and then after that, only thing I did was drive. I didn't do nothing else but drive. And I don't know. After that, the next day, my foot started swelling up, and you could see one of my toes like it was swelling on the side. You know what I'm saying? And once I
Yeah,
started taking those two antibiotics, the infection it started pouring out the side of the toe. You know what I'm saying? Where it was swelling.
it's like you got something in your shoe, like
Hang on, I
mold.
can't hear you because of my car.
You see that shit in Arizona?
Huh?
They got a major weed recall in Arizona right now because of mold and mildew.
The what?
In Arizona, all the dispensaries got to pull a bunch of bud off the shelves because they tested it and found mold and mildew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because people are still doing stupid shit like putting orange peels in the weed, trying to fluff it and sell wet weed so they can sell more weight, you know?
You know what they'll do? The people will send that to other states. Is what ended up happening.
Well, no, if it's got actual botrytis or something in it, then the next step would be to blast it.
I'm telling you,
Straight
somebody in the
concentrate.
dispensary will snatch all that up and just send it to a buddy in a state. I'm telling you. Okay.
I know that, and you know that. You gotta pretend.
Think I was born yesterday, bruh?
Clearly. You sprouted like in a bean pot and just flourished overnight.
You know how shit works. You know what I'm saying? That's too much money. Ain't nobody gonna do that. Ain't nobody gonna do that.
Shit, I know people that sit there and take every bud and cut the mold out piece by piece
Right?
until it's gone, and they'll be like, "Here you go," and it's like, man, what the fuck is this?
Right?
Looks like a bug ate part of the buds off, but it ain't no more mold. But like, you can treat it with a black light too, and you don't have to do any of that shit. That's I just there's just so many holes in the story. Like, how did it even get through anybody looking at it? Like, you can spot mold quick, you know?
Right. Yeah, they got these little magnifying glasses that they examine the weed with.
Yeah, well, you carry, dude, we had jeweler's loops all over the place because you like looking at the trichomes when it's flowering. Like,
Yeah.
that's how you know. You got to know when they're all turned, so that way you can start harvesting at the peak.
Right.
But yeah, like mold is obvious as fuck because it's all over the water leaves before it's even on the buds.
Right.
Mm. No moldy bird for me. Got lots of birds there. You're lucky.
And it's 5:30 in the morning.
The only thing you'll ever hear around here is a crow or a seagull.
Yeah, well, my city ain't like your city.
The homeless people have been eating all the good birds, dude.
Your city's a clusterfuck.
Ours is actually one of the safer, tamer cities, but
Yeah.
the homeless do us a disservice.
Okay, let me put it this way. Your state is a clusterfuck. How about that one?
Yeah, I'll agree to that. State in general is fucking turmoil central. Most of it's centralized around LA, San Francisco, Sacramento.
Yeah, just like your state, bro.
Yeah. But see, the parts that aren't on the news are all the cool parts, like Sanger and Corolla, and like there's so many little beach towns that are just perfect, and there's not none of that shit touches it. People don't even watch the news, so they're not aware of any of it to even be affected by it. You know,
Alright.
like a whole other world. Here, it's only kind of tense just because we're close to the government center for the whole county.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it's half mile up the road. So fucking, those people are always around, and like it's not that giant of a town. Probably only a couple 100,000 people. You know all the locals.
Alright.
What you smoking?
A cigarette.
Oh, oh. What else crazy's been going on?
So yeah. I just been chilling.
Summertime, everybody's doing cool stuff.
Alright.
I finally went to the pool this year, the other day. I'll probably go Saturday too when I got the day off again.
Well, you got a pool by your house or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen pictures by a pool.
Yeah, it's just nice, dude. And like nobody really crowds it or hogs it up ever. Like,
Damn.
yeah, it's amazing. Like you'd think it's hot as fuck. Everybody in the joint would have their kids out there. Nah. Most ever most people have been like 5 people in there with us at a time.
Well, you got that whole coronavirus going on right now, you know?
No, even before that it was like that.
Oh.
Like the people they just don't go swimming a lot. I thought it was strange. Like, yeah, man, it's hot as balls. We're getting in the pool today. Everybody come on over. We'll barbecue and then we'll go jump in the pool. And we get there and it's like a kid and his mom's like, what the fuck? Where's everybody else? It's hot.
Right?
Mm. I guess if you don't grow up with one, you don't really think about it the same way, maybe. I don't know. Like I knew bunches of people that had pools when I was young. And there's lots of natural lakes around, so you could just go swimming pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
Like at the beach. Stacy can't do anything much online until her phone gets fixed. Charger or whatever. See if she gets that taken care of. Where's Tennessee been? He's been MIA.
I ain't talked to nobody except for Georgia Peach.
Yeah, Peach was earlier. I talked to her earlier. And she popped in for me the other night. We had a good one the other night. Like, I went on way late at night, and then Sarah and C popped up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Nice and chill. Is that the same train or just a lot of trains?
Oh no, I'm not over by the railroad track. I tell you,
Uh,
probably the same train now. You got to do that every intersection. You know, pretty much.
yeah, you guys get those long ass trains too going through probably.
Yeah, we the crossroads of America, bro. Everything passes through here.
I used to hate that shit on the East Coast, dude. You get stuck in a couple of spots in town and you could be sitting there for 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh no, I know how to get around them in my city.
Well, like there, it depends where you're at in the line. If you're close up, you're fucked. If you're like a block back where you can still hit an intersection or a gas station or something, yeah, you can escape.
Oh no, I'll bust that motherfucker right there. I don't give a fuck if I'm at the front.
I'd always be like in one or two back where it's just like, well, pack a bowl because we're not getting to work for another fucking minute.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if I'm at the very front of the line, bro. If I want to leave that line, I'm leaving that line. You ain't stop me.
You got a valid license. Oh, it's always criminalized. Ride dirty. Oh, Parkinson's,
Yeah, I like
herbicide.
getting up and taking my medicine early because it'd be uh it'd be kind of put me to sleep kinda, cause I get drowsy and shit from it. So I'll get up in the morning like this, take it, get drowsy, go back to sleep, and then wake up and I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes good sense. Then you don't have to have the lag in the morning
Exactly.
when everybody needs you to be your best. I had to have my meds at the right time too, or I'm fucked usually.
If I take them when I wake up, then I'm gonna want to go back to sleep, and I'll wake up till 11 o'clock. Easy, you know what I'm saying?
I had to get up and do like one good rip, smoke a cigarette, and then shower, or I'll just feel like shit. As long as I keep my routine, I'm good. But if someone rushes me, then I'll forget shit. Like the other day, everybody was all happy and giddy, and they were like, "All right, let's go, here we go." And then fucking, I forgot my vape. And I didn't remember that I forgot it till I was halfway to work, and it was too late to turn back. I was just like, "Fuck." Nobody else at work has shit to smoke. This is gonna suck.
Damn.
Yeah, like I'm not a dick when I'm not high or anything. I just get really quiet, so I'm not interactive. So I'm not good with customers because they want to talk to you, and it's like I just kind of go catatonic. I'm in my head. I don't want to.
Right?
Just don't. It doesn't occur to me to fucking interact with people. I'll just get busy and do my thing.
Like get away from me, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't even notice them. I just go about my business for the most part until they're like, "Excuse me," and then I'll be like, "Huh? What's up?" Because I've been trying to be way more polite to compensate for the one chick because she keeps getting complaints for us. She's a crab
Uh-huh.
apple. Well, she's
Fine.
under suspicion, and nobody wants to fire anybody because they don't want to pay unemployment right now. All the companies are like tired of that shit, milking their pockets.
Right?
They actually let the one dude walked off the job, and they let him come back the next day.
Damn.
Yeah, like that's how hard up they are for workers right now. So it's like, man, fuck that shit. But then just everybody that's still doing it by the book looks even better, you know?
Right.
Yeah, but if we don't, who gives a fuck? The right thing to do is the right thing to do. And that's why I do it. Can't do the wrong shit. I want to take a train ride again. I want to take a bus ride to the other end of town. Slap my cousin around.
Right.
Well, like he had his ex-wife that he was with. She was a dick face. And like she didn't like me from day one. She was just always a cunt towards me for whatever reason. I have no idea why. She's just bipolar or whatever, and picks and chooses who to hate. But like she would not let my cousin hang out with me. She wouldn't let him talk to me. Fucking, if she's texting me, she would snatch the phone and read it. So like she basically just cut off all contact between us.
Right.
But then it's cool for him to sit there and keep contact with baby mama.
Yeah.
He's all telling me how like, he's keeping her updated on this and that. Like, yeah, man, this motherfucker ain't with her no more. He still can't talk to me or what? Like, what the fuck's his problem? Like, tell him next time you see him, tell him I'm offended. I'm gonna slap him. Fucker.
Damn.
Because that's kind of vile to me. It's like, yo, man, what's wrong with me? You want to hang out with my kid? My kid's just like me, so.
Right.
And it's not like I had any issues with my cousin either. So that, you know, it's like I don't understand. You don't have problems. There ain't no beef, none of that shit. So now you ain't got your chicken the way to hamper you back. There's no issue. You should be able to come and kick it like a man and explain yourself like a man.
Right.
At worst, I'll probably punch him in the chest and be like, bitch. Good heart punch, you know?
So I wonder who the two people is lurking in the background.
The Bushwins, the Bushmen.
It says 3 people is watching. I'm watching it on my computer. So, I mean, there's 2 other people watching it and not saying nothing.
You never know.
Never know.
I never worry about it.
You got 2 likes. I liked it. Somebody else liked it. So, I want to know who's out there. You know what I'm saying? Speak up.
It could be my mom.
Yeah.
I just
Speak
have it so
up
she
or we
can.
pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I have it so my mom can't chat. Like if she's watching it, I have it so she can't interact through the chat.
Oh,
So I don't
why?
want to censor myself or feel like I have to be filtered because she's watching.
Oh.
She can't distinguish when I'm blurring lines between reality and story time. So she'll sit
Oh.
there. She used to, why are you saying this? Why are you saying that? That's not true. That's not true. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, yo, yo. Like, you got
Yeah.
TV and reality twisted, woman.
Oh. Now we want to say something.
Energy, what up?
I told you there was people out there lurking, bruh.
She just came in. Now there's 4.
Oh. Somebody out there lurking.
Award-winning rap superstar, Energy Day Moon.
My first live. But,
You never caught one of my lives before? It's crazy.
huh?
I thought she'd seen one of mine before, but I guess she's just seen one from other people's stuff. Mine are usually more musical, but my hand still hurt. So I'm still
Right.
keeping.
All right. Well, I'm probably gonna lay back down, bruh. But I'll be playing in the background.
All right.
All right, later.
Laters. I'm doing grand. I know. I like the late night. I'm like the opposite of a sundowner. The more it gets closer to evening time, the more I'm like, finally, it's fucking evening time. I can turn up without the heat of the day cooking my brain. It's a slee stack. Remember the land of the lost? I really liked the land of the lost as a kid because it brought up the inner earth theories before anybody else did, before you were really able to, well, they didn't really have the different books out there available for anybody unless you went to a magic shop back in the day. But like, yeah, they went into inner earth and found like the subterranean shit. And then it gets you thinking how sensible that is. Yeah, they made the movie of it with Will Ferrell, but it wasn't the same. The original story was crazy ass dope, right? They had the lizard people, the reptilians, then they had the fucking Bigfoot people, which were like the proto-humans, and then the dinosaurs. And see, that's the thing with the dinosaurs too. Like, there's a lot of repressed science out there where they're finding fresh dinosaur DNA. It's still workable. It's not deteriorated or any of that shit like they would expect to find flesh. All of it. The more they explore Siberia and places like that. And then there's been a resurgence. Something popped up to make the Cuban pyramids offshore underwater come back into the news recently, which I found curious because that hadn't been brought up in years and years. And then suddenly it's like in 5 different news sites. Like, that's kind of how I track everything. Like, the more I see something pop in the news, the more preponderance of the story kind of tells you what's what. If it's too much, then you know to ignore it because it's too much. It's saturation. It's bullshit. If it's too little, it's because it's bullshit. They're not trying to promote it, but they're honor bound to, like, all right, put it out there, but no one's gonna believe that shit. So you kind of want something in the low ends of the bell curve, because directly middle, nobody makes shit for the direct middle because it can go either way. For real. People injecting themselves with a fucking animal virus that changes their DNA. How could that ever go wrong? I rolled my knuckle like kind of like I jammed it. But the tendons are twisted, so it's just kind of pulling sideways a little bit. So I'm dropping shit. So I was just like, fuck it. Been drawn. Did some drawing. Like, usually when I drop a box, like, depending on what's inside it, most of the time a box of tissue or something soft, I'll just bop a hole through it, like, so that way I can pick it up easier because there's no handles on anything. And then I don't know, I hit the box and I made the hole, but my knuckle went through weird. All the swelling's mostly gone. I got full function. It doesn't hurt. All right. Have a good morning. Keep up the good work. If you guys don't know, subscribe to her YouTube channel. Find her on Instagram for all the latest updates on her magical rise to success. And esoteric gang, of course. Many blessings, sister. Her raps are fire. In fact, I don't even think I listen to any other female rappers on a consistent basis. Nope. None. Alright. Do your thing, girl. I'm being here for a minute. In my chamber of horrors. I was inspired by Maylene and her fabulous home renovation, redecoration efforts. So I started messing around and redecorating my shit. I still need to get paint though, so it's like ooh, it's blue and lavender, black. And then the shelf is wood tone. I gotta fix all that and make it consistent. But I don't have enough. Well, I'll try gray. I like her suggestion. I think I'll go with like a bright gray. Like a gum eraser. Brighter than Battleship. That's for sure.
You can hide for days. Problem is, no one's ever gonna dig out that DNA. So you know.
I will probably play him with that.
That's what it is.
Oh, for sure. I'll drop the pick every now and then. Eva, what up? Did you fall asleep at Team Smoke? You can come up and chit chat if you want. Just yapple-appling in space. I just forgot what I was going to say before that. Shit, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, my YouTube Fight Club assignment has been a total failure. I thought I picked unwinnable battles, right? So the first one I got into comments and took a stance against Tool music and against Tool's credibility as artists. And an hour later, I had shut them, all three people that were arguing me, I shut them down peacefully and calmly without going crazy or calling names or anything stupid, just by coming up with the weirdest perspective on a fucking viewpoint and stretching tangents like taffy. But I did it. So then I was like, I was happy that I did it. But then same time, I was like, shit, now I still got to win one by losing. So I was like, okay, what's something I can't possibly win? I'm gonna go to the Matrix channel and fucking bag on the Matrix, right? Nope. They were so open-minded, they fucking eventually like, okay, I can kind of see how that works, but Life is difficult. I got all my Father's Day gifts from my mom so far, I think, except for my earbuds. All the rest of the stuff was stuff for Max, which is cool. I don't need much. I redid my bed area. So that's probably difficult to memorize the layout of my room. Immigration is proven to help the economy. I have no idea what they're referring to. How'd you like your dick pic? You didn't see it yet. Look at your Instagram. It's really cute. You're gonna be like, oh my god. You'll swear you're JJ Evans because it's dynamite. Clever, huh? It's like the biggest dick in the world. Or at least in recent history. Tricky Dicky. Anytime. No, not like you. Not a baby boomer. I hate the calm commercial. Do nothing for 10 seconds. Touching the volume. I feel like I had it way left up there. Too much body in my hair. Keeps tickling my nose. How come you didn't sleep well, or the heat? Heat kept it tough. Says it is 74, but it feels more like 69 or 70 tops. Two hot days. Se escucha. Here's the thought. I've never really seen a big fat person with a neck brace. I'm wondering like how they do it when they usually don't have no fucking neck because it's all fat. 1 hour and 9 seconds exactly. Well, technically, I've been alive 44 years, like in real life. Soon it'll be my birthday in September. That'll be a treat. What else they got? Oh, we got little cobras. Cool. I think that's out too. They started playing like reruns SVU, where I was like, nah, I just didn't feel like watching TV anymore. But nobody was talking to me, so I figured I would pester the world at large with my sonic noises and bullshit. I should probably turn this bastard to more better. Fuck, I hate this. It's kind of crispy, yes. I like stickers. It's my cocaine warlord hat. It's like painted my jacket, but it's spray painted black. I let other people wear it to bring them bad luck. He has good taste then, because it is a dope hat. Come on, no fucking channels. Not even the religious Korean channels. What odds? Yeah. Tomorrow's payday. You don't have to go to the bank. It's already in there. Oh fuck, finally a channel. And it's a Spanish infomercial. Blah 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 blah. Viagra. I don't know for a fact that it's about erectile dysfunction, but just based on the graphics and the way the doctor and the chick are sitting and their body language tells me it's about erectile dysfunction. Oh, bajo deseo sexual. Decreased sexual appetite. I knew it. Dirty fucks.
头3个月的时候都很正常，然后就是也很甜这样。但是后来我就发现他有最近上状况，他在酒店上，你那时候几岁？10几岁。就是他整个人对啊，他就是有
What the actual fuck? Asian television to me looks like a slot machine app or game that I see people playing, where there's just ridiculous graphics every which way needlessly. And instead of like informing you or distracting you, they're just there. The heaven condemns the CCP. How are you gonna smoke grass with water? Alright, go water your yard. I'll be here. I will be sitting here getting tuned up still. Not tired yet. Max decided to split early, so I had time to take a nap uninterrupted while my laundry was drying. It was delightful. But it's like, how come when the kid ain't here to interrupt my nap and I want to take a nap, the most I get out of it's an hour. I'll wake up an hour later. Oh, fancy sprinkler system, huh? I have to stand there like a hillbilly with a garden hose and a spray nozzle. Because I pay the water bill, so I'm like, yeah. I ain't wasting that shit. That happens on the weekend when Gramps is here. Oh, those are god awful. Make an exhale. Oh, like a whirly doodle. I know there's a name for him. Sprinkler, lawn sprinkler. I like the ones that are like little tractors and they roll. I used to have like the water wheelie, but then my neighbor put up a deck. So I don't want to soak his deck. And he's got like his outdoor couches. It's like the only people that watch TV are old people or something. Every fucking other channel is like pharmacy vision. Like, look at this shit. It's like QVC, but it's drugs. We've got these pills and those pills. You want the boner? We got your pills. You want the girl boner? We got those pills. Girls boner. Juice boner. Uh, I feel like I want more effects though, or something. I can't find my red pick either. I like playing this guitar with my red pick because it's thicker than my blue pick, so I can hit the thicker strings better. I know, you said it 3 times. What are you up to? I don't blame you. Stay up.
Yo, Diz, what's popping, man?
Chilling.
Man, my allergies been killing me like a motherfucker. My eyes been burnt. I don't know what the fuck they done sprayed up in the air, man. My eyes been burning like hell. What's been going on with you, man?
Same old, same old. Work.
Man, I'm putting together a package. You thought you sent me a great fucking package. I'm putting one together, man. Don't even get it. Don't get it fucked. I told you can't outgive me, man. I feel bad about that shit. Like, how the fuck you gonna outgive me? You know I got the American flag hanging up all month. You feel me? I'm trying to throw away the American flag. What's wrong with them, Dance?
I don't know. They throw a lot of them. They try to. Like they'll have bags of the little ones.
Yeah, man, I wish I would have got some of the little ones. Do you know how many people are big mad than a motherfucker at you? I'm like, y'all can put y'all flag up everywhere and then throw away the American flag. What? Motherfucker, understand where you at?
Small ones to big ones.
Yeah, hey, Diz. And then you be like, do you understand where you at? And you burning the flag of where you at? Motherfucker, like, you can rep where you from, but goddamn, don't fuck up where you at. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, it's kind of ignorant. It's like, okay, you don't like the country, but you're here.
Yeah, it's like, what?
I like my neighborhood. Well, your neighborhood's part of the country, so by definition, you hate your own neighborhood.
Yeah, you just hate your neighborhood, but it's still America. Man, ain't nobody gonna talk down on America, dog.
Most of the people that don't like America haven't even been outside of their own state. Like when you talk to a lot of people that were like born in California,
yeah,
like, have you even left California? They're like, yeah, I went to Vegas.
That's not leaving and going nowhere.
Nope.
Man, you know, it's motherfuckers that are just crazy. I'm like, you never been nowhere. You never seen what other landscapes and shit are. But anyway,
they dance around to Sweet Home Alabama like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And it's like, you've never been to Alabama.
Hold on, they still dance around to that out in Cali.
They love that song.
It's called Sweet Home Alabama, and they dance around that shit. Like,
yeah, everybody knows that song.
But I'm saying they in Cali dancing around the Sweet Home Alabama and never been to Alabama. That what you telling me?
Yep.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
Motherfuckers is crazy, dog. Hey, Eva, salute. I see her in here. What up, Eva? Salute. Eva, I still think she lying about not having no laptop. Does the son still have the laptop? I think that's fuck shit.
He's asleep, probably.
And then you got me listening to Skinner and all that shit. Do they listen to Skinner out there?
Oh, yeah. Not me personally, but...
What you say? You got to be fucked up not to listen to Skinner. Especially out that way. Man, you see, I always have your art up on the couch, right?
That's the wrong key.
Hey, Eva, you got to use something. You got to get up here for a second. Hey, it's the Alien one. Is that 3D too? It's the alien art that you got back there. Is that 3D?
No, it's a sleep stack.
Man, I told you when I get your art, I'm gonna have it all behind me, and every time I talk shit, it be behind me, right?
Do you remember the Jesus pictures from the 70s where the eyes follow you?
Oh, oh, wow, that's
So I
cool
could
to the motherfucker.
the reptilian sleep stack from Land of the Lost.
Oh, I remember that. Sleep stack. I remember that. Wow. Man, you a motherfucker, dog. Damn, when you do that one?
Years ago.
Oh yeah, that's the Land of the Lost. Land of the Lost rip. What song is that from? Man, you already know. I just woke up, goddamn, brushed my teeth, and goddamn it, wiped my face, and then something just said, "Turn on the computer," and I knew you was up, man. Get me, man. Just run the computer, man. Twilight Zone on, and then you playing this shit. You know what I'm talking about?
I haven't really tried to play much Leonard.
No, I'm saying the Twilight Zone on because for some reason the FX channel was still on when I woke up. Man, how you been, man? I just woke up. I'm finna fire one up just because I woke up happy today. I woke up actually happy. No bullshit. Man, Skinner. Man, hey, Dad, you wouldn't believe it. I was riding around bumping Skinner on the goddamn speakers, man. And then they thought they didn't know what to think. And I got out the car and left the car running with it bumping and went into the liquor store yesterday. And I was bumping Simple Man. That's my shit. I don't know what it is about that song. Something about that song, Simple Man, man. That shit just. And then I had the American flag on me, nigga. I walked in that motherfucking liquor store. They already knew what it was. What's another Skinner song? Like, I got a cup. I only have one disc in that motherfucker.
American Flag Crocs.
American Flag sucks.
American Flag Crocs and an American Flag diaper.
Oh, yeah. Oh, just play the riff of it. Because I think I had it on my CD in the car. Cause I don't know a lot of the Skinner songs. Like, you have to, man, all I know is, man, Simple Man, Pop Up Dog. That's my shit. What you said, it's a song called American Flag, what? Man.
Stay focused on something.
Oh, Eva said Sweet Home Alabama. Eva said Sweet Home Alabama, Diz. Oh yeah, that's a good riff too. Sweet Home Alabama is a good riff too, though.
It's hard to play Leonard Skinner because there's like what, 2 guitars, 3 guitarists.
Yeah, it's that's what I be telling people. It'd be more than one guitar on that motherfucker at one time, right?
Exactly. I won't lie, I don't like most of this stuff. I don't hate it, I just don't listen to it.
Nah, yeah, no, I don't hate it. I just don't listen to it like
Yeah,
that. But I was
three
but
songs,
I
three
was
songs.
rolling around listening to that shit yesterday because I just felt like it. Motherfuckers were talking that shit. It did, and I'm like, I'm tired of listening to everything else. I just wanted to hear something else. You know?
Yeah.
I'm riding around the streets of the hood, just bumping that shit. You feel me? And they wasn't even mad at it. You feel me? Where's Stacy ass at? Was she up here earlier? Oh yeah. She said Freebird.
Freebird's too much going on to really play.
Yeah, it's too much going on with Freebird. And then the song is too long though.
Well, like if I had it in the background, I could play it to it.
Yeah, she asked you.
It sounds awkward just trying to play it solo with one guitar part.
And then people don't understand there's many guitars on that motherfucker at one time. You know what I'm talking about? It's layered.
Oh yeah.
That song layered like a motherfucker. You know that, right? Cause you remember when I don't know what it was when I started doing music at first.
A lot of people's live shows aren't promoted on YouTube simply because they suck live.
Yeah.
Really killer albums like 12-Foot Ninjas like that. Like they have really good sound on it.
I never heard of 12-Foot Ninjas.
They made the One Hand Killing song that I sent you.
Oh yeah, Doc. And I'm just not digging into the whatchamacallit you sent me because I just had time to just actually just fall back and just to myself. I'm like, something just for me. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, man, just leave me alone. You know, you be telling people to leave me alone and all that shit. Yeah, dog. The shit sound good, what you sent me, dog.
That's not right on there.
Then I named the file Dead As I Am. That's some crazy shit. And I'm listening to it like, I'm like, the shit jamming though, dog. I hadn't had the whole time to like listen to it. Like every time I start listening to it, there's always some fuck shit. And then I have to go out and then go to another property, do some other shit or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to plug that motherfucker in right now because I don't want it to goddamn load up again and all that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Man, hey, and then, dog, I got mad when I saw people on the news talking all that shit about being in America, but they getting all the benefits, and they basically telling you that shit. What kind of shit is that? I can't wait till they get Biden back up and Trump back in there, dog.
They're not gonna get Trump back in.
Nah, he going to the border. He's basically running this shit and don't even have to be the president.
They're trying to get Trump into fucking Speaker of the House.
Hey, but either way it goes, he gonna be
That
running.
way, if they make him Speaker of the House, right? Then when the president and the vice president get assassinated, the Speaker of the House takes over as president.
Yeah, but people don't understand levels of government.
They don't understand fuckery.
Yeah, they don't understand the fuckery. Right? How much do they not understand the fuckery is? You remember when all that shit was going on? He was trying to get his daughter set up in position.
Hunter Biden spent $25,000 of his dad's money on a credit card.
25,000. What? Whoa. What?
On a credit card. I saw that story today.
He spent 25,000 on what?
Like his dad had a credit card and he spent 25,000 on it.
To do what?
Hookers and crack.
Hey, if it ain't tricking if you got it. That's what they say.
Did you see the Norton guy or McAfee or whatever guy?
No, I didn't see that.
Killed himself. So
No,
like
I
this
didn't
guy,
see
this guy's like the big internet security guy, right? The McAfee security suite and whatnot. And obviously, if you make any kind of real internet security, you're going to be able to catch all those pedophiles real fucking quick, along with every other kind of criminal there is. Tax fraud, government fraud, all of it. So he started getting messages from the government, death threats. So he even got fucking whacked, tattooed on his arm so that people would know, hey, I'm not going to kill myself under any circumstance. If I die, they killed me.
The McAfee guy?
Yeah.
You talking about the actual like McAfee shit they be broadcasting as far as like security shit?
They approved his extradition, and then 2 hours later, he committed suicide.
Yeah, we believe that.
Just
Is
like
it like the same McAfee that McAfee security like Norton and all that?
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah.
So we believe that.
Yeah. Totally.
And that's I just heard that. Wow. You think we believe that shit?
Nobody really kills themselves. Why? Because they feel guilt all of a sudden over fucking people over?
Nah, dog. It's all about that child porn shit. And then
they don't
what's
feel
real
guilty.
crazy?
They ain't killing themselves over that shit either. If anything, I think that extradition order went into effect and he went into witness relocation.
You know what? I think he probably did.
State's evidence.
Man, what? I'm telling you, I don't think a lot of these people did. You remember when you remember that Malaysian plane that they never found? You know who I was on that motherfucker? Nothing but scientists and people that really mean a fuck and give a fuck. They never found no wreckage or nothing, you get me?
Because you got eaten.
Yeah.
That chick from the movie couldn't get no work, so she ate it.
Yeah.
What's her
Man.
name?
I didn't know about the McAfee dude. That dude not dead. But I know one thing, they poisoned the fuck out of a lot of Russians. You remember them Russian scientists that kept coming up?
Yeah, Russians do it as poison. That's how you know.
That shit is crazy, man.
The Asian people will stab you with some kind of virus to kill you.
Mm-hmm. To make you don't want to goddamn do nothing. That's why black people always put shit on the grill and make sure that motherfucker is actually cooked. We finna cook out every virus in this motherfucker. Because they be trying, and then I saw something like a documentary on how if they cut that shit wrong, they fuck up the meat. It was in an episode of Law and Order, matter of fact. Like, they would like what is it? The FDC didn't have to test it, and then if the company don't send out a warning to them, they don't have to say nothing about it. Like, it's crazy. Like man, it's just I don't know, man. This shit was crazy.
Well, the government people can't always keep up with the technology.
No, it ain't even about technology. They said that one cow could fuck up like 30 million pounds of beef or some
Oh,
shit.
that cow, yeah. Because encephalitis spreads.
Man, that shit is crazy. And
Well,
then,
it's happening to humans. They make the fucking vaccines and like the base juice that it's in sometimes is like ground up sheep brains because they have to have these things called prions and they have to get them from brain tissue. So they grind up animal brains and they're
yeah,
injecting them in
and
the fucking
then they
real
know that
science.
you can't actually sit up and straight the fuck up. Just fuck with human brains like that while they living. So they use animals. Man, they showed speaking of that, they showed this shit where the cows got out in California or some shit. You saw
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, it was 40 cow stampede through Pico Rivera.
Man, I'd have been provoking one of them cows and had a hell of a year. I'd have provoked that cow and they trying to herd them in. Nah, motherfucker, nah, bring your ass on over here. I'd have shot that motherfucker in the head and kept it pushing.
I'll just
I'd be
slap
like, everybody drag it, grab it and say, grab it by the horns and say, we finna eat. We gonna gut that motherfucker and have a whole feast for a year, man. One of them cows, you get me, can feed families for a year.
I think we can make
Man, what? That was out your way, right?
Yeah, it's a little down south.
Ain't no motherfucking way I would have been trying to wrestle down a cow. And you saw them dumb motherfuckers getting their ass legs broke. Man, not trying to fuck with no cow like that. Are you crazy?
It's
That big
600.
motherfucker is not tripping. It will push your car over.
It's big.
They don't understand how big a cow get.
Just imagine your car fucking shoving you.
Man, your car ain't got shit on the cow. The average car, it has nothing on the cow. Man, I know because my homeboy them own cattle. I'm not fucking with that goddamn cow. And I told my homeboy the first time, he was like, man, you gonna get you one of these little cows for $500. I said, man, that motherfucker ain't breeding. By the time it get to a certain age, I'm gonna goddamn cut that motherfucker out here on the goddamn property. I'm gonna goddamn eat good for years. He's like, man, I don't like the cutting up part. He say, but I breed them. I say, fuck all that. You feel me?
Animals a pain in the ass.
Nah, all the cows do it, eat and graze around and do what they do.
Gutting them and cutting all the meat off. It's a process.
Man, don't you know I know? And I told my old boy, he said, man, I could have bought one, but I don't feel like driving all the way out there to goddamn feed the goddamn cow to look at me like I ain't shit. You get me? While you chewing and shit, I'm out there building all this shit around you. And then you're gonna look at me like I ain't shit. No one of them cows broke out. You feel me? They already know it's about to happen. I don't blame them though. The cows had a revolution. That's what I think about it. They felt it. Cause they were big enough to like, you know what I'm talking about?
I got a bathroom, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I'm finna goddamn pour up for this morning, man. I woke up happy this morning for some reason. I don't know why, but I just did. Hey Eva, what you up to, Eva? Because I'm just not reading the chat. I should see what the fuck Stacy is doing. Just to fuck with her. Hey Eva, was Stacy in here earlier? Because I'm looking at the I'm just not looking at the chat. Yeah, I woke up with a smile on my face. Even I don't know why. I just feel good today. No bullshit. I always wake up chilling, but for some reason today I just woke up happy than a motherfucker. Chilling. How'd you wake up, Eva? Hey Eva, I'm over here, and then when I woke up, I don't know if it. You ever go to sleep with something on, and then when you wake up, just have good thoughts in your mind or some shit like that. I know what's crazy is I got down, woke up and it was on the Sci-Fi channel, and Twilight Zone on. Twilight Zone is on, and I love that shit.
Stacy's got an issue with her charger,
Oh, salute to her charger.
so she hasn't been able to do shit because it wasn't charging.
Man, I love her charger. Hey, did I be watching Twilight Zone and shit? I woke up to that shit, but you know how you be just have a good ass sleep or something, and then you leave shit on, and then you wake up like you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I always play Revelation to fall asleep.
Yeah, just something to go to sleep with.
That way it's all happy sleep.
Yeah, I'm talking about, and then the more and more we get close to the fourth, I think the more and more y'all really gonna see it. I've been saying it since 2019. I said y'all think it's virus something. Wait, wait till y'all ain't seen this shit yet. And of course they dropping Purge on July 4th. Guess where I'm gonna be? At the house chilling. Cause all these motherfuckers been purging during the whole vaccine type
The
shit.
regulators are gonna mount up.
Whoever's out, but think about it, the purge is like whoever's out when these motherfuckers acting crazy. Y'all either gonna be
Where's all the
fully
militia people? What happened to all those militia people and the Tea Party and all that shit? Where'd that all go?
shit. They ran their ass out the Capitol. I'm telling you.
That was Antifa at the Capitol.
What is Antifa? What the fuck does Antifa mean? Anti what?
They're just communists.
Like
Nazis.
all these words, Antifa,
like communists mixed with Nazis.
NFSA, and all this. I'm like, what the fuck are these letters? Who the fuck are they?
Because simpletons like acronyms.
Yeah, and that's what I'm like. What's all these acronyms?
The more you have like code words and acronyms and bumper sticker slogans, they think that shit's clever.
Nah, this shit ain't clever. It's ignorant. LGBT is got to be the dumbest shit possible.
That's so cool. It defines the movement, and it's simple, and it's letters, and a string of letters. It's brilliant. Whatever.
We LGBTQ plus.
Start suing your government.
What the fuck is that?
How can you be transgender if there's more than two genders?
Exactly. What the fuck is trans?
You're saying there's only two genders by saying you're a transgender because you can only transition from one to the other.
Exactly. People don't understand the word trans means transcending into one something. You feel me? You can't be one motherfucker. You can't be two motherfuckers at one time. You might as well watch that movie Split. That defines these motherfuckers. The movie Split. What do you think? To define their frame of mind.
I don't know, because I'm still up in the air on that one. I still am kind of curious. I think possibly when people are schizophrenic or something like that.
No, I understand that happens, but I'm talking about
your twin in utero, so they're twin spirits in their body, so it can still exist.
No, I understand that part. I understand that people can like, I understand nature, but I'm talking about these motherfuckers that's already here of normal mind doing this other shit. You know what I'm talking about? Now that you said they're gonna try to attack that, oh, you were born. No, you're not. Like, come on, man. You
Nah.
conditioning it to be like that. Like when they started telling women to put headphones on their belly and all that kind of shit, I knew they were doing it back then. Like, don't put no goddamn headphones in your belly. What's wrong with you?
The Beatles were the ultimate proof of it.
Huh?
Beatlemania was proof of it.
Yeah.
I had people freaking out and excited for some shit they ain't never seen.
And then like, I just don't get it. I'm like, Beatlemania. I'm like, fuck the Beatles. Fuck them. There was some bland ass white boys that could strum a guitar at least 2 times.
Well, they were like a band for 10 years. They were a bar band for 10 years. So it's like they already knew how to play fucking everything they could possibly play together.
Because they already were taught
playing
to play certain songs, and the shit was bland as fuck.
They were spies sent to disrupt our culture.
And people don't even know that they were spies. People to this day don't even get they were spies.
They're agents of the crown.
And then that K-pop shit. What the fuck is that, dude?
We're here to fuck up our family unit.
Man, what? Hey, you know what movie I watched last night is that I love? Raising Arizona. Man, that's my shit. And then the country song that be playing throughout that motherfucker when he on that fuck shit. Raising Arizona with Nicolas Cage. That shit is funny than a motherfucker. He said, we got a family unit. That boy went in there and robbed the store like it wasn't shit.
His pantyhose mask.
Dog, come on, man. The shit was funny as hell, dog. You know that SpongeBob movie was based off that too.
You should do a remake of Crocodile Dundee and star in it.
Dog, I have a lot of ideas, man. And then, like, man, my homeboy them, like, I finally figured out how to send them tracks and do whatever it is to it. Man, I got some other shit for you to. You'll be on it. And then all I did was did a hard, and I did the beat myself. And I just did a hard, you know what I'm saying, a hard like beat, like a hard snare drum and a hard bass drum on that motherfucker. And then like I tried to recreate it the best I could, but you get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then like I figured out how to do that shit with the program because and then I was like, damn, I can use the goddamn keyboard on this motherfucker. It's crazy, but it works. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you just have to know which keys to push.
Exactly.
And then once you get used to it, it's not hard.
That shit is fucking crazy, man. And then your goddamn care package ain't gonna be shit, oh man. I told you, don't try to outgive me, man. I'm trying to tell you, I'm getting that motherfucker together day by day. But that American flag, dog, I couldn't believe somebody tried to burn it or throw it away. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all, man? You know, I think that pissed me off.
People are crazy.
I'm talking about where the fuck do you live? And you trying to burn the flag? What? Even Crips and Bloods don't do no shit like that.
Because flags are bullshit. Well, I mean, except for their flag of the country they don't live in.
And how the fuck you gonna burn the flag of a country that's giving you more outages
so terrible
than your own country?
Asked to get here. That's the thing. It's like you risk your ass to get here. At least be grateful about it when you get here.
And then they give you more resources than your country give you.
It'd be like getting in a car, you're hitchhiking, and all of a sudden you're like, yo, I want the AC on, and y'all need to stop and get me snacks, and I need a bathroom break, and I want a
That's
pillow.
basically what it is, dude. I
I
was
need
telling
to
people that shit,
stop everything.
man. Hey, Diz, I was telling them that that's exactly what it's like. That's a good analogy. Like you
Somehow,
done got there and walked 700 miles, and you like,
and everyone perpetuates. They're just the dreamers. They're the best of the best. Like, no, they're not.
and then they came up with that word, the dreamers. Motherfucker, I'm a dreamer.
Ain't nobody the best of the best.
Ain't nobody above nobody.
There is no best of the best.
Then they call it, that dreamer shit came up in the 70s, right? No, I think the 80s, right?
Who knows? Pseudos are always the same, coming up with, because that's all they got are fucking brainwashing concepts and parakeet slogans to trap people in these cycles in their head where they're just like, it's a delusion. They think they're feeding on positive energy and all this other shit, and it's just dopamine. It's a dopamine loop.
Oh, he would say, now she want to go back to the bar.
That's all it is. It's just another dopamine kick, a trick.
And then they get mad at, and then you know when they really get mad is when you put an eye on they fuck shit. It was so much fuck shit going on in the news yesterday that other people were picking out. It was just I recorded it so I can just like wow. You know what I mean? Like wow.
Yeah, like why is Biden still filming all this shit from the office of the president-elect?
But yeah, and then he said he went to Russia, but then they slipped up and said he didn't go to Russia. I'm like, what the fuck?
And now Kamala Harris is going to go to the border because Trump's going to go to the border.
Yeah, Trump going, but Trump going, and then now Biden said
away. She's going 800 miles away from the problem. It says she's going to McAllen or someplace.
She's not going in that. Yeah, that's near the border, but Trump going to the border and walk that motherfucker.
The hot spot.
And they better not dare touch him. I still don't think El Chapo locked up. He said he was gonna pay for it. People missed that part. El Chapo asked him, "That's it." You remember when they told El Chapo, he said, "That's it. That's all y'all want." The wall. We'll build that shit. You get me?
They were not going to pay for that fucking wall.
Shit. They still then Biden, them dumbass. Biden just signed off on some shit yesterday that said that he would goddamn with Trump when they continuing to build the wall.
Yeah, you have to.
Not Kamala Harris, dumb. I hate that bitch. Oh,
camel toe.
I hate camel toe. That bitch there, man. Oh, I hate her.
Dude, it's ridiculous. They're all talking racism and cops, and it's like, y'all are the ones that made all this crime bill shit. Bill Clinton made the crime bill that fucking made all this mandatory minimums and fucking 3 strikes you're out. All that shit. Clinton.
Yeah, it came from the Clintons. And they from Arkansas.
Arkansas is shit. Hey.
Man, what? Anybody in Arkansas don't even want to be there, but they just there. Man, what? And then like the wall is so real to everybody that were talking against the wall. Now they want to be on board with building the wall. Nah.
There's just gunfights down there.
Man, I'm telling you. What did I tell you? That shit is gonna be like. You remember I always made a post about like, are we watching a movie? Like this shit seems unreal.
No, it makes perfect sense. The rich people down there don't want to sell anybody any land. They don't want anybody to own any houses. So the people are like, fuck it, we got to go live somewhere. It's going to get like that in America too. They're already starting it. They're buying up everybody everybody's shit that's for sale. They're buying it for extra money, and then they're not selling anybody's shit.
Exactly. And
Oh,
then
nobody qualifies. Nobody qualifies anymore. Sorry. You
yeah,
can
and
barely
then
qualify to rent. You got to pull a fucking magic trick to qualify for rent. Like their basic requirements for rent out here, you got to earn 3 times the amount of rent.
yeah, and I'm like that shit doesn't even. It's
What fucking job
impossible.
do you got? Like anybody that has a job like that ain't trying to rent your fucking joint, people.
Yeah, exactly. And that shit is like that everywhere. Like yeah, there. This last month when you got to qualify
And
three,
then you
like
think
you
about
said,
it, it's
like.
only like 10 or 11 people owning all the land in town like that.
But then you see motherfuckers that's not working, and then they immigrants, and they come over here and get them motherfuckers a whole business.
Oh yeah, they open up convenience stores and then they buy shit at the dollar store and sell your shit for 3 times as much. So they're not paying taxes on it or
Yeah,
having to pay for the fucking all the fees of deliveries and buying product from companies and all that shit. They're cheating the system all the way around and nobody says shit about it like it's just cool.
and then they like open up the border and all that shit. Now that motherfuckers talking their shit, I'm telling you. And then the movie is right on time. And then I told y'all last year, I said they're gonna do the purge on the 4th because they was always when the pandemic first started, I said it's gonna be during the 4th because they had a goal of opening up everything during the 4th, and during the 4th, guess where I'm gonna have my black ass at the
No, they're
crib.
closing everything off. There's all sorts of places are banning fireworks and all kinds of fun.
Man, I'm gonna be at the crib, 12
They're
gauge
checking.
shotgun sitting up here on my lap.
I better hear fireworks all goddamn night.
Dog, you finna hear fireworks this weekend. They are already, you've been hearing fireworks since the year started off. It's called gunfire. That's the sound of revolution. You get me?
Nah, nobody's firing guns here.
Dog, these motherfuckers out here in Houston have lost their mind and they're in other places. Now they wanna
Colorado,
now they
Colorado
wanna
is the worst.
control the bill. But the shit,
Colorado is the nerve central. Colorado is the headquarters of the hive mind.
hold on, where
Colorado
you at? Where is Eva at?
needs to be severed. She's in Utah.
Oh, she in Utah. What the fuck goes on in Utah?
Eva stuff.
Yeah, it got to be evil stuff, cause shit, evil. She said they try to ban fireworks. Yeah.
Yeah. Because climate change.
Yeah. God damn it. The cow breeds in Utah. They are trying to ban fireworks. It's scatter cattle. Man, I wish I had them problems.
I know. I'm always trying to get the cows to have abortions and they won't budge.
Yeah, what you said. You always trying to get cows to have abortions. You
Yeah,
know what? It sounds crazy, but
I
it's
don't want to pay for that baby.
hey, but it sounds crazy, but they actually have more laws for animals than people.
Well, yeah, because you're eating a cow.
Hell yeah, I'm putting that motherfucker on the grill.
The person that's a 50-50 shot, they're going to grow up to be another deadbeat.
Man, yeah, they don't call cows deadbeats.
Actually, it's worse than that because they already know how many people they need every year.
You don't want to, you don't, hey, it is. You don't want to eat deadbeat cattle, right?
Nope.
These motherfuckers crazy, man.
The meat ornery.
Oh my God, they crazy. They're fucking crazy.
Right? Nobody wants to eat cow organ meat. Like, yo, man, this is a cow spleen. Get up on this shit. People don't want to hear science. They don't want to hear truth. That's all there is to it. I was watching this guy, and he was showing genetically why evolution's bullshit and all there you came from a monkey shit's nonsense. And it's like, well, I can see why people don't understand because they're not educated beyond a 6th grade level most of the time. They think they are. Well, I graduated. I went to college, and you didn't get shit for education. You can tell by the bullshit people believe.
Hold on. Like right now, I'm watching the news, right? Like right now, I'm watching the news, right? You'll see all the crazy shit on the news. And they be actually putting that shit up there, and like this shit is crazy. You know? It was something else that they were talking about on the news yesterday. And I'm trying to see if they're talking about it again.
There's all kinds of shit about parents fighting back against the fucking school board shit.
And I think these motherfuckers need to get the Vanessa Gillian and her little sister off the fucking camera before they lose all their money. Because sometimes you can overtalk the situation. You feel me?
Man, if you're up here talking about this shit, it obviously didn't bother your feelings that much.
It what?
If you're able to talk so much about something, it doesn't bother your feelings that much. You're not hurting.
Yeah.
Like if something makes me sad, I'm not going to talk about it with most people. I won't bring it up. You'll never hear me talk about it because it makes me sad.
Yeah, and then they got her. You know what I'm talking about? And then how the fuck you gonna have a man? George Floyd.
And all we ever talked about was their ambition for helping the world. And
yeah, I'm like, man, everybody knows.
Twerking and bullshit. Y'all look like some basic bitches doing nothing for nobody but yourselves.
Yeah, like and then they didn't want to really tell how that person went down. I'd be like, if something happened to me, y'all gonna be like, he was a shit talker, and they don't tell him what happened.
They find the glamour shot of people.
Yeah, they find the glamour shot. And the best picture of George Floyd they got.
Like Jesus just gave him a hug, and it's like, nah, show the real picture where they're fucking throwing gang signs in the PJs pants and
flip-flops. Send me that goddamn picture.
Pull and weave.
Man, goddamn it, if something happened to me, man, all I want is the real pictures. You get me? Put that shit on the mirror.
All mine will look the same, because all mine do look the same.
God damn it. I want my own mirror, and I want you to goddamn paint it. Now they saying toxic workplaces increase risk of depression. You think? Don't nobody like nobody no more, and they putting that shit in people's heads not to like nobody.
You're not allowed to.
Did you see that shit? Oh, yeah. Did you see that shit in China where you have to smile before you go into the boardroom and shit?
You can't do that. That's sexist.
No, in China, they got a thing where you have to smile before you go into the boardroom.
Oh, fuck China. I don't care what fucking China does.
No, but I'm saying that's some crazy shit.
And I would not care. I don't live there, so it doesn't faze me.
No, but I'm saying they trying shit out, and then now the LGBT and all them motherfuckers, they just out of line. You get me?
It's a government program.
Yeah, it's a whole government program, and people following. It irritates me to be around people that don't get it. Like, I don't give a damn what you are, but god damn it, y'all gotta have common sense at some point. You know?
Darkness is darkness. They're just deceived. They're ignorant.
Yeah. Nah, these motherfuckers not ignorant, because ignorant means not knowing. These motherfuckers just ignorant. You know what I'm talking about? They just ignorant. They know, but they don't want to know.
Yanks and skeezers.
Man, Diz, when you get this goddamn shit I'm sending you, you're going to be like, yeah. I told you ain't going to outgive me, man. But I know I'm going to have that flag on like a motherfucker. I'm going to wear that motherfucker around my goddamn shoulders, man.
I thought they were going to get the suspenders in. I wanted some suspenders.
The suspenders of the flag? That would have been cool.
That way I can wear it with no shirt and just be like, haha, suspender nipples.
God, that boy said suspender nipples. You a damn fool. And then when I was showing my people from Chicago and Mississippi when they came here, they was like, man, that shit is cool. They're the motherfucker. You remember that? I was telling you about it.
And then they'll be like, but then he came up with suspender nipples, and I was just
Yeah,
like,
dog. Hey, man, I'm telling you.
how can it be the same person?
Dog, and then like the 3D paintings when they saw it, they were like, wow. And they were like, wow. And then I always tell them, man, and I had that shit. I told you, man, but I always behind my couch and shit when I'm doing a live. You feel me?
In like another 8 months, the world's gonna be a lot greater and more fun.
Hey, nah, you know what? People are gonna start loving each other around about Thanksgiving. They
All the
still gonna be
kids,
killing. And then Christmas, everybody love each other. And round about New Year, they're gonna start back over again. This year ain't gonna be shit. This shit is just doing push-ups right there. Like I said, 2020 was. This year just doing push-ups. Man, what?
not for me. It was hard work all year, every year.
No, I'm talking about compared to the people's mind frame.
My whole
They
life is.
just getting them ready for July 4th. Because you remember, even when we knew there's some bullshit to think. And then they started talking about the other virus thing that's coming out.
E.T. was at Halloween.
The what?
E.T. was on Halloween.
Was it?
Yeah, remember they went trick or treating with him.
Yep. Hey, did you hear about the other virus that they got out? So now you got to get the vaccine for that too.
The Delta variant.
Yeah, that variant virus. That variant. But they've been talking about that for the last 4 months. And people
Well, this
didn't
one's
notice that
different
shit.
than the other ones.
The what?
This one's different than the other ones.
How?
So, exactly. They still ain't even told us the test they came up with for the first shit.
Dog, I knew it was all fuck shit. God damn it. What happened to the flu? Regular shit we knew.
Well, it doesn't exist anymore.
Now they talking about faggots and football. Like we didn't know that.
The
It's
CDC admitted that the shit causes heart issues.
They did, and people let that shit. They act like they didn't hear that shit or something.
And then when they say, well, it affects black males the most, then they're going to be like, oh, but I mean, you still got to get it.
Yeah, like if it's only affecting one, goddamn it, why go get it? Then they talking about gays and foot and sports. I'm like,
Well, they got to break it.
everybody
Why
know
do they
that.
break people to get it?
They slap each other on the ass. What you think that is? What the fuck is that? You remember when I was talking about that? I'm like, I don't want no man slapping me on my ass. I don't want no woman slapping me on my ass like that. Unless I'm knee deep in them.
That was on TV.
That's another situation. But I don't want no man slapping me on my ass when I got, man, what? Don't be goddamn slapping me on my ass, motherfucker. Nah, they talking about a shortage of this, shortage of that. Inflation, good or bad? They talking about this inflation, good or bad?
Red, white, and blue wig.
What? It's a great country. I'd rather be here than anywhere else, though. If it's so bad, why the fuck you here? You get me?
Well, how do we even know about anywhere else?
Because they here.
Anything you see on the internet or television is programmed and censored to adhere to a certain perspective. So you're never going to know what the countries are actually like unless you go there. And who's to say if you go there that they don't do some hoodoo shit on you while you're in the airplane for so many hours, you know?
And I would never take a plane flight that take 18 hours or some old fuck shit.
There's no fucking way. If the Earth is spinning and orbiting like they say, and it's spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, as soon as you're up in the air, the fucking ground should rotate around underneath you.
And it should bring that airplane down, right?
No, you should just be able to travel greater distances quicker because you're going. All you have to do is fly against the Earth's rotational direction, and it's going.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And your relative speeds, irregardless, you would get there quicker.
That's what I'm. That see now you thinking like I'm thinking. I'm like, if it's
All you
if
got to
it's the
do to
way you
figure
say
out how
it
this
is,
shit's laid out is look where emergency landing routes are.
yeah,
Why is this place the emergency landing for this spot when it's so far away on the map, on the globe? But when you look at
exactly.
it, it makes
Like,
sense.
why these motherfuckers went to the moon in a box Chevy, but they can't make it back?
They forgot.
Yeah, they forgot they lied. You never been to the motherfucker. You get me?
You can't go there.
Exactly. I don't even believe they on the International Space Station. I don't know, man. They can't even get a fucking bottle rocket, $1 billion bottle rocket off the ground without crashing.
No, they proved the space station was bullshit because they have the live tracking thing
Mm-hmm.
where it's supposed to be when it's and people were doing it all over the country one day in different spots so they could follow it as it was supposedly going up America, and nobody got any visual of it anywhere. No matter how clear the sky was, no matter how great the telescope they had was, the shit just wasn't there. It's like, where is it? Supposed to
Hey,
be
you
there.
remember when I told you that day we were riding out here, right? And we just saw like streams going up, but we ain't hear nothing. They were testing little missiles and shit going up. And I'm like, if y'all been to the moon, why the fuck y'all can't get back? It's just a simple question, right? It's like asking me if I fuck my baby mama.
What would you even do up there?
Like, I don't get it. Like, people, and then, you know, it was one episode of The Twilight Zone that showed that them dudes, it was called something in the astronauts or whatever. They landed in Arizona. They crashed in Arizona, and they thought they had landed on the moon or somewhere. But then the dude was drawing out like signs of like power cables and shit. And they killed him, and then the dude figured out it was a town right across the cliff of where they were. You remember that episode?
He killed everybody for the water.
Yeah, you remember that, right?
And then once everybody was dead, then they got the radio working. They're like, finally, we got a hold of you. You guys never got off anywhere. You just crashed fucking 2 miles from the
Yeah, the shit was crazy. And that's how I feel about what's going on now, man. And then I just look at people go crazy right now. And I'm like, man, if you don't know how to goddamn survive through nothing, something wrong.
Sometimes you can't.
No, it's all about a person's mind frame, though, man. I'm like, when all them storms and shit was hitting, shit was bad.
It's like lava bursts on you. You can't really do much.
And then I don't know what it is about out there in Cali, man, but they trying to burn that motherfucker down. I think they're trying to start over. I think them people that really own, cause a lot of them spots where they burning shit is where people like got a lot of real estate out there.
Well, yeah, because they don't like the landowners because they're all greedy assholes who think you should have to rent a room for $1,000 a month.
Wow.
California.
And then they shut down. You remember when I was telling y'all about like they were trying to expand the 45 between the 45 interstate here between in downtown? They shut that shit down because they were trying to move people out of their goddamn shit. Because expanding it would mean moving businesses and people that have homes and shit and property owners and landowners out of their shit. You know?
And they don't want to pay them.
Yeah, and they don't want to give them no money. Like they trying to like their land worth a lot of money. They don't even want to be paid like they supposed to. You know what I'm talking about? They shut that shit down. The world is crazy, man. But I always tell people I don't think it's never been an end of the world. Because they didn't have goddamn Google Map back then. They didn't know there was other motherfuckers still living.
It doesn't say there's the end of the world.
You remember they always talking about the end of the world coming? I'm like, it's always a
They
cycle
don't read
of what
they
you
don't read the
see.
book that they claim to know so well, that they get it from. They get the story from the Bible, but then they don't even read it.
Yeah, but I'm like,
The
who the
world
fuck
doesn't
wrote it?
end. The world doesn't end. Evil ends. God gets rid of evil and puts his kingdom on earth and lives among the people once and for all.
And
And
what
that's
if
the
people
end.
don't believe in that? You get like, I look at it in all aspects.
That's the thing. You don't know because there's free will. So if you have free will, then that means you got the right to be wrong.
Exactly.
But if you're told the right way and you still refuse to do the right thing, I don't know.
But I think I
I think
always
about it
go
like a
back to
parent.
the
I think about
golden
it like a
rule.
parent would. If my kid keeps pushing the limits and he's pushing the limits, you gotta fucking punish at some point.
Yeah, no, I believe in that. I'm be like, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If you keep fucking up, you're gonna get fucked up.
I think the best version of Judgment Day would be like everybody that you ever fucked with gets to come and just punch the fuck out of your face. Just one good punch to the face, and then they move on.
Yeah,
And then
then to keep it pushing.
everybody that offended you, you get to go give them a fucking punch to the face until everybody's got
Exactly.
shot and everybody's been punched and everybody's like, all right, everybody good? We're all good? Everybody's
Yeah,
good?
that's what I'm saying. We good?
Then you have a big party and everybody starts just kicking it.
And then that's how the world restarts.
Harps. Bing, bing, bing.
And, dog, and then the news harassment, Vice President Kamala Harris will visit the U.S. border with, man, she's not going there. She didn't even go there when she said she was going. Man, that bitch, I hate that
What if
bitch.
you get assassinated?
The bitch, I don't even think they even respect them.
Do they even go anywhere, or is it all CGI? Do they even exist anymore?
Like the moon landing.
What if they took these people out and it's just China making movies? Because people don't understand that China owns 16% of our media in America.
Exactly.
And it's growing more every day. That's all, they're growing towards owning almost a fourth of our fucking
And
media.
then they said Joe Biden, he didn't even go to fucking Russia. Trump went and sat in that motherfucker's face and didn't like him. You get me? Trump is walking around this motherfucker like he's running. That's
Exactly.
how he's supposed to be.
He's throwing rallies and going and visiting places. Why? If it ain't your job anymore, why?
Because he believe in what the fuck he believe in, and he got enough money to goddamn push his point.
Fucking face out of everything. Same with Hillary. Like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants to see your face anymore, people.
Hey, I don't give a damn about, but I'd rather Trump be goddamn it in front of it than anybody else does right now. Because they know at least Trump would goddamn say, I will blow this motherfucker up. You know he done said it. They fucked up. Like,
because Trump is the one who made the vaccine. And Trump made warp speed to make sure everybody got vaccinated quick.
Trump was the one telling motherfuckers not to close the borders off. He told them close the borders off because he knew it was coming. But
he wants his side to win.
I don't care what they say. He did say that. Close the borders off. Just like we were saying, man, what the fuck? And then people study going over to see their kinfolks in China and shit. Like, stay the fuck over there. If you don't like America like that.
They make it seem like all this shit's paradise. Well, then why are you leaving?
Exactly.
All you got to do is catch a fish and eat and fuck.
Yeah, like you said, what you said, catch your fish, eat and fuck.
Why would you come here? So you can wear Crocs and socks?
Man, what?
Or wear makeup?
Yeah, and then they want to talk
Yeah,
down.
I can paint my face like a clown or a drag queen and think I'm attractive to men. With my
Yeah,
Gary.
man, take your ass back over there. Then y'all got them, and then the sex trade with the little kids is out of the roof in them other countries. That's how these sick motherfuckers are over here. All this shit come from Vietnam.
Ho-hos and Twinkies.
Hey, but do you think like a lot of this shit comes from the Vietnam War? Like when the white men are marrying all these goddamn Asian women and all that shit.
Well, I mean, those guys were sellouts. There was a lot of people that defected and got bought
Hmm.
out. They
Why
got
do you
captured
think they still over in Hawaii?
because it's
You know?
close to their homeland.
But I'm saying, like, them people that were in the army back then, like, it's a whole bunch of them, man. And then, like, it's crazy. And then
Remember that one island where they still thought the war was going on?
you did?
Yeah, there's like a island back in the day. It was like 3 or 4 years after World War II ended. They came across a remote island where people still thought it was going on.
I didn't hear about that.
They made like a
Oh, you
movie.
talking about when that white dude went over there with the Bible and trying to goddamn preach the gospel and they lit his ass up and took him in there for Sunday
Nah,
dinner. That's what you talking about?
nah, I still don't buy into that story either.
Me
If some
neither.
shit like, man, if some shit like that really happened, they would have got conquered quick.
Nah, they would have just blew the fucking island up.
They don't even have to do that. They could drop one canister of gas and knock out every
Yeah,
fucking
you know
body
what
of.
story I'm talking about, right?
That's what actually. That's when they talk about the gas chamber shit.
Yeah.
That
Man,
canister of
you can
gas,
do a
drop it,
mustard.
and it'll take out 400 miles of people. They'll just die of asphyxiation.
Yeah, because you can do that shit with goddamn bleach and motherfucking
Ammonia,
detergent.
bleach and ammonia.
Yeah, bleach and ammonia and then some damn dishwashing liquid or something.
You can eat Tide Pods and spank it.
That boy said spank it.
Tide Pods.
They selling you everything you need to do devastation right in front of your face.
People don't want to take chemistry. That's too much math.
Yeah, that's too much math. And I be looking at that shit and it be at the fucking dollar store.
They're trying to look fancy because they use big words.
Man, at the dollar store, you can create a nuclear bomb. I know that shit. And I be like, God damn.
Could you?
Man, the ingredients in that shit,
Do they exist?
like you said, people don't want to know math. They don't want to know chemistry. Because the first chemistry trick they taught us was baking soda and fucking vinegar to do like the volcano. Start from there and your mind start getting curious. You know? You know that's how they started us off when we were younger.
Nuclear bomb is that they have this high grade TNT that detonates and causes an implosion, which forces the molecules of the atom apart and explodes or whatnot. But like, I don't know. Seems like horse shit.
All of it horseshit.
So it does this magic, amazing fucking reconstruction of physical reality at the molecular level, and all we see is a mushroom cloud that basically signifies something blowing force upward. Dust.
All of it is basically horseshit. It's what they're trying to make you believe.
That's what I'm saying. The mushroom cloud makes no sense for what the atomic bomb is supposed to do. It should be a fucking cloud that expands outward in every direction like a sphere.
Yeah, because if you look at a mushroom, you get me?
Well, no, just thinking about what a supernova is, where the star fucking implodes and then explodes. That's basically the nuclear reaction. Boom, bam, fission.
And then it's all just science. Like, why do you think firefighters don't open up them doors like when they know that shit finna implode and explode at one time? You
Well,
know?
that's all about oxygen. If they open the door at the wrong time, it feeds the fire.
Yeah. And then yeah, that's what I'm saying. But people don't understand that. When
It'll
they
cause
trying
a
to
flash
save people,
it makes a flashpoint where it's hot enough for all the oxygen to instantly ignite. So it'll fucking turbocharges the fire.
exactly. And that people don't understand it. It's not the liquid of gasoline that goddamn burns, it's the fumes of it.
Yep. You could put a cigarette out in liquid gas.
Yeah, you can. And then like it used to piss me off when people used to smoke while they got they pumping gas, and I'm like, you don't smell that? That means you're smelling the fumes. I'm like, stop smoking around the goddamn car, man. You trying to blow this motherfucker up. It's a damn shame you have to tell people that don't do that.
You got morons that are fucking trying to burn spiders off this shit.
Yeah. Ignorant motherfuckers. They just ignorant, man. You know how you know how people just so ignorant till you just can't tell them no more?
Yeah.
You just get tired of even talking to them. You be like, motherfucker just ignorant.
It's like trying to explain something to a 3-year-old.
Mm-hmm. It ain't happening. You tell that motherfucker, don't do that, don't do that. Yeah, keep doing it. Oh, that paint light up.
Whoa.
Dog, I told you every time I do a live, I have your painting behind me and shit. And then, like, what I started doing was putting the painting up in front of the, see, I like that. See, I like that view, what you got right now. And then if you was able to play the music in the background, that should be fired in the motherfucker while you lighting up.
The dog skeleton. Little statue.
Yeah.
I need more black light. There's not really enough for it to react properly.
That's what I'm saying. Man, you a creative motherfucker. You get me?
I took all this shit in school. They had video production and fucking.
And people don't even understand that shit.
Like, that's what school's for. You learn it.
Cause you don't even. And then, like, that black light is a motherfucker.
Because you can use it different ways too. People are so used to just seeing neon posters, and it's like, yeah, that's one thing, but
nah, they don't understand. You can use that shit to actually do production, all kind of shit.
You could get a fan in a tunnel with lights and mirrors, and everybody can do the same video.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying. And you know what's crazy is Ari gets it. My 13-year-old Ari, she gets that part of what you just said. Cause she be doing that editing and shit. She said some shit similar to what you just said. She like, we can do this, and then like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, doing stuff in small scale. There's all kinds of different tricks you can do. People wouldn't even
that's how I'm gonna shoot videos, just in the dark, motherfucker, and just doing it with a fucking black light. And then what I did is that was fucking people up. I will hold your paintings up, the 3D ones, but I twist the lens around in front of it, and then they'll see it.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about on the glasses?
Yeah.
So they'll see it. Man, that shit, they be like, wow. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, like, holler at my boy. He got good prices. You feel me?
Yeah, I got all kinds of shit just stacked up here.
Man, you are not finna outgift me, man. I think I'm appalled that you outgifted me, man. Then I just been going to get shit so I can send it to you. You feel me? I think I'm gonna get a piece of the goddamn. I ain't gonna tell you. Goddamn Houston Highway on this motherfucker send it to you. Damn, that's cool. You even got art. What is that one? To the right.
My bathroom cabinet.
I'm saying you got art in that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I know your kids got to be like, you're a fucking artist like a motherfucker. Like your mind constantly moving.
Well, it's just natural to him because he's seen it forever. Grew up with it.
But I know he got to think it's just cool than a motherfucker, you know?
Oh yeah, he's seen other people's houses and like he's old enough to understand like they're dorks.
Yeah. And you know what? When Ari comes here, you know, she be doing a lot of that shit with like doing like those little Lord of the Rings type shit with the glue and all that. Like I just let her be artistic with herself. And now she want a pair of drums.
Get him.
Man, what? I'm like, do you understand what's gonna happen? And I'm gonna surprise her with them too, because I think she just want to touch them drums. I ain't gonna get her them electric shit. I'm gonna get her the real one. So if she bust that motherfucker, she got to work during the summer to goddamn. They don't understand. You bust the head on the motherfucker, you got to goddamn buy another one. You get me, and you got to know how to replace it. You feel me?
Get her some electronic.
I think I'm gonna get the electronic ones first though, because she's not gonna understand. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Now these crazy motherfuckers in a high-speed chase and ran into somebody's house.
All right, man. I'm gonna crash. I gotta go.
Hey man, hey, salute to you, man. I'm about to get the day started too. I'm looking at all this crazy shit on the news right now.
We'll be back tomorrow night. I get off work earlier. I gotta go in earlier today, so I'll be off early.
Yeah, when you off?
I should be off around 10.
No, I'm saying like when you have day off, like.
Oh, I just had one today, but nobody
So
was
you ain't gonna
around,
be
so
off.
watching TV.
Oh,
Saturday,
okay,
I'll be in my
man.
next
Be
one.
safe, okay?
All right, man.
All right,
Later.
man. Love you and be safe, man. Salute.
Night, America.
Already, America.
America. Fuck
Already.
you.